Hi guys, welcome. Courtney here. I'm not sure if you guys watched my introduction video or not, but if not, I just want to let you know that I am using the deck of sexual magic, so it is very explicit, okay? I just want you to be aware of that. And now we are going to read for Taurus, okay? So it is going to be Taurus, now until January 14th, 2018, okay? Hope everybody's having a great weekend. I don't know about you guys, but I'm in England, so it's pretty freaking cold. Although the sun did shine today, so that is a great thing. When the sun shines, because it could even be like 20 degrees, but if the sun is shining, I'm a happy person, okay? It's been really cloudy the last week, cloudy and cold. So, cloudy and cold is no fun. I mean, aliens, let's see. Let's see what we have for Taurus, alright? Alright, let's start. I feel like something came out, but I guess not. Alright, where are we going with Taurus, huh? That one for sure. Alright, King of Pentacles. This one is like, they're creating distance, okay? And I noticed with all the, here we go with Judgment again. This is so crazy because I've done 4 readings, okay? And Judgment has come out, okay? And that's the only card that is similar to all the readings. See, I did Pisces, I did Aries, and I did Cappies. So I don't know, but Judgment again. So I feel like maybe because we're wrapping it up, and I can't even say we're wrapping it up because we're already in 2018, but I feel like a lot of people might be wrapping up a lot of karmic stuff to have a brand new beginning. I kind of feel like that's definitely what's going on with a lot of people that don't want to let go of their scenario, and they're not really having an option. It's just it's time for a new beginning, and sometimes the universe just steps in and says it's time. So they give a lot of us a wake-up call, okay? Let me just look at this real quick. So it's almost like, right here we have, you guys are creating the own distance, okay? You guys are creating this distance, nobody else, just the two of you, okay? All right, you guys are creating this. You got a big column in between, okay? It's not a playful moment. It's not a teasing moment. You're definitely creating the distance. I do have notes I want to go over real quick. Not notes that I want to go over per se like that, but because I did the readings for myself, that I just want to make sure, even though I'm using my intuition and definitely going by what the cards mean to me, it's important to me that I know the exact meaning too. So if I need to throw it in because I see something, I want to be able to throw it in, okay? So I'm just trying to double check the king. It is the distance, like I said. It is fear. I don't see it yet, so that's why to me it's more the distance thing. And then we do have Judgment, which in this particular deck is about a stagnant situation for sure, okay? Something that's just been stagnant for too long, and it's time to make that call, okay? And the Queen of Wands here. Well, see, here's the Judgment, okay? They're looking right at the divine, okay? They're looking and saying, okay, like, yay or nay, okay? And I've said this, it is ironic. I don't know who got this. I think Kathy's actually may have got it. And it is the Queen of Wands in this particular scenario. And I think it's what this card says is, each time you guys are intimate, actually it was Pisces, each time you guys are intimate, the connection deepens, okay? But also for that one was, yeah, both partners must seduce each other. So it's almost like, this is where my confusion is when it comes to this card, because I don't feel like anybody should have to seduce anybody, like, and nobody should have to tell the partner, this is what I want and this is what, like, I just feel like it should be mutual. You shouldn't have to consistently tell your partner the same thing over and over and over and over. Okay. And actually now I see where the fear comes in. I didn't even recognize that. Okay. So we have the Three of Swords, and this isn't normal tarot. This isn't broken heart. This, well, kind of sort of, but this is more of having the fear of letting go of something that's already empty. Okay, so you guys are still intimate, but you have somebody in the background. Okay, your mind is not even where it's supposed to be when you guys are having this intimate moment. You know this relationship is empty. You know this relationship is gone. Okay, so distancing yourselves, okay? That you're both doing it, okay? It is a very stagnant situation. For some reason you do feel the need to seduce your partner every single time like it's the first time, and I think that's because you feel empty. Okay, you know that this scenario is empty, but it just blows my mind that people stay in that kind of scenario. It happens, okay? Okay. So the King of Chalices, okay, this is all about, you're going to take the fruit, you're not going to take the fruit. Sometimes if you let the fruit ripen, okay, you're better off. But if you taste the fruit before it's done, okay, it's bitter. So let me see where we're going with this, okay? We have the Hangman, okay? This is all about just taking a quick pause. But if you look at this couple, okay, they're incredibly bonded, okay? There is so much passion here. There is so much passion in this one card, okay? The bond is amazing, okay? And I think that's why you're having a really hard time leaving this situation, especially an empty situation, okay? And now we have Justice, okay? And in this particular deck, I mean, she's holding a giant sword, okay? So the truth is going to come out with Judgment and Justice here. It's inevitable. Like, it's happening. Like, this scenario is going down. It's been stagnant way too long, for sure, okay? So, I mean, you're both distancing each other. It's just stagnant. You shouldn't feel the need to seduce your partner like it was the first time every single time. Like it's so much work. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason for that. Okay, it's way too many cards. There's no reason for it. Okay, and you're trying. It's like you're both trying, but why? I mean, you're not even focused when you're intimate. Like, you guys can't even be on the same page. Okay, you know this relationship is empty. I mean, you know it, okay? You just know it. You can taste it. It's bitter, okay? In this scenario, and like I said, it's stagnant. You're hanging around, but the bond is so incredibly strong. You don't know how to break away. So here comes Justice, okay? To balance out the scales. And I mean, she's holding a huge ass sword, okay? So there's some clarity, there's some truth coming to the situation. This scenario is also karmic, for sure. For sure. I will tell you right now, it is not going to stay stagnant much longer. It's not. I'm trying to see where we're going with this, but I'm telling you right now, Okay. So there's either deception in this situation, or there's a breakup that's happening, like immediately. There's not going to be any hesitation once somebody decides to bring this up. Okay. I do need to pull some more cards. This is the Tower. Okay. Like I said, this is karmic. You guys let this scenario sit for way too long. And the universe came in and shook some shit up. I just, with this card, I usually, let me just see, because I don't want to jump. Let me just see what this tower is where are we going with this tower? I mean, I know where we're going with this tower. It's inevitable. I knew the tower was going to come in. You have justice and, you know, judgment here. So there was, yeah, there was no question. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Okay, this woman. Do you see the person in the window, like near the door? Okay. So there's another person. So it's just kind of like the Three of Swords, okay, where there's somebody there, like you guys are having intimate moments, but the relationship is so damn empty, and neither of you is satisfied, but yet you keep repeating the same cycle because you're afraid to let each other go, okay? And then we have the Six of Pentacles, okay? This is about, in this particular deck, this is, you know, she's thinking about her past love, she's thinking about future love, she's not in the present moment, because her thoughts have overtaken this scenario, okay? So I wanted to make sure this wasn't a different kind of scenario, and it's not. It is thought, okay? Neither of you want to be. I mean, this is mutual. Neither of you want to be in this scenario, but I mean, you're here, but there's just, the universe is just like, no, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. This has been happening for way too long. You guys are not figuring this out. Nobody is happy in this scenario. You shouldn't have to give yourself, away like this each and every time. And I don't even see how that's even possible and how that's happening, because when you guys are intimate, I mean, you guys are not even focused on each other, okay? Somebody's thinking about somebody else, and vice versa. It's stagnant. And the thing about the justice is, you know, somebody's always, you know, when it's mutual and neither of you, the thing is, in this situation, is neither of you want to be in the same situation. So it's not one wants more than the other. Neither of you want to be in this situation, but yet you're still here. And it happens, you know, because there's love, and you've probably been in a relationship for a long time, and you tried to probably do your best to balance the situation out, and you couldn't. So, you know, universe stepped in and said, you know, this, I'm done. Like, you guys, this is ridiculous. You know, there's so much more out there to be stuck in such a stagnant situation, especially if, you know, all you can do is dwell on the past and dwell on the future, and think about the future, and want more for each other, but you're not thinking about that partner being with you. You know, you're thinking about the future. You're not in the moment. You're not thinking about, you're not in the moment, and you're not in the scenario that you're in, okay? It's almost like you don't even want to think about it, because you guys have been in this scenario. You've been in this relationship for a long time, and there's a lot of love there. There is a lot of love there. But it is time to wrap it up, okay? I'm sorry. I don't really need to clarify. I don't, because the Tower's here, Judgment's here, Justice here. This is karmic. Neither of you, this is mutual. Neither of you want to be in this scenario. So it's time you get yourselves out of this situation, okay? I'm going to pull one more card for you guys to kind of see what direction maybe you should take or go in. But I feel like neither of you are thinking, okay? Neither of you want this. There is that incredible bond, yeah. Neither of you. There's another couple in the background, okay? Right under the moon. You guys know, jealousy. You doubt because of distance. I knew it was a distance card. So maybe you guys, maybe this is a long distance relationship. I didn't really see that. I guess in a way, you know, you can see the sky and you're off to a distance. I guess in a way I can kind of interpret it that way, and regardless it's mutual, and maybe because you guys are apart and you are at a distance, you know, it was very hard for you guys to keep this relationship together, or it's basically just saying, you know, you guys really are that distant that it's time to wrap it up, okay? Unfortunately, I don't know if there's deception there or not. I'm not going to dig into that. I don't really see, I do see the possibility actually, but I'm not sure, okay? It could just be, you know, your mind's just not there when you guys are intimate, like you're thinking about other things. It doesn't have to be another person. It could be, I mean, frig, I mean, it could be what's for supper, okay? That's where your mind can be when you guys are intimate, because it's gone, it's empty, okay? I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to dig any further to see if there is even a third party, because at this point it doesn't matter, okay? This is a karmic relationship and it's over. The universe stepped in because you guys couldn't do it yourselves. So on that note, you know, I wish you the best week, and it's not going to be an easy week, because if this hasn't unfolded yet, it will be, okay? So just accept the fact that it happens, and just and try to remain civil, and try to do try to stay focused on the present moment, okay? It's really important.